Hi, Sarah. I'm not really sure if this is a good idea or not. I'm a writer, and I have been trying to get published since pre-womb existence. Um, and I have noticed that there's not really a lot of spoken word. Sorry, my iPhone. I haven't seemed to find anybody reading their stuff on the internet. Maybe I haven't really looked, but on YouTube, I haven't really seen like a lot of slam or people just reading what they've written. And so maybe there's a reason for that. Because there's no audience. I know for sure that Barnes and Noble in Tyson's Corner Mall in the great state of Virginia near DC, for those of you who are not quite familiar with the area. It's very close by. Barnes & Noble doesn't have a poetry section. Well, it does, but it's probably the shittiest poetry section I've ever seen in my life. And we're talking about a 2-story Barnes & Noble. So I go there looking, to find poetry, and I'm near tears at the fact that I can't find, the poetry section anywhere, and I'm thinking that I'm going crazy, and then I find it. I believe it was over next to Anime and Religion, and it was on a short shelf, and there were only 2 of them. And then we have this gigantic shelf for, all the teen drama, Twilight, all that stuff. I'm not hating. I totally read Twilight. I totally read The Hunger Games. Loved them. But I am just really, really upset at the lack of, love of old art. I mean, poetry used to be something that, people cared about, and now they don't. I've been told that I'm a fairly good writer. It's one of the only compliments that I will actually take and say thank you to, because I kind of believe it. But again, that's up for a lot of other people to decide, and I guess I don't believe it completely because I haven't really tried to get published. I say I've been trying since I haven't really been. I'm pretty much too afraid to submit anything anywhere. Also, the internet and blogs and all of that has kind of killed it for aspiring writers. And poetry's dead like Latin, so I have as much of a chance of getting famous off my poetry, as you do seeing me stripping in a bar, which would never happen. You don't know me, but trust me. Anyway, I thought that I might try this and see if it got anywhere. And feel free to tell me how much I suck. That will help me possibly suck some more. With poetry in general, I don't really believe in the editing process. That's not to say that I don't edit. But in general, I feel like when you're writing poetry, it's coming out organically, exactly as it's supposed to be. And I think that that's why I have a really hard time writing novels, because it's super hard for me to revise and edit. Once I create something, it's my child. And when you tell me that my child is bad or wrong, I want to cut you. So you're basically telling me a part of my soul is, ugly to you in some sense or another. And I could have put it on display better, and that it doesn't always sit well with me. But I'm not opposed to editing. I'm just saying that normally I don't. Anyway, I keep going off on tangents. I have this gigantic thing here. Like I said, pre-womb, I've been writing since I was about, seriously, I have notebooks going back to forever. They keep going, and this is not all of them. I also have this thing I like to do where I start a notebook and then I don't finish it. I've only finished one in my life, which would be my proudest achievement. This one, I finished this for a creative writing class, front to back. Yeah, never happened before, probably won't ever happen again. Oh, I just turned to some really sweet pictures. My grandmother, and a picture of me when I was a baby with my godmother, Cindy. And these were two of my best friends growing up. I forgot completely about those pictures, so kind of nice, just put a smile on my face. But this was written when I was 16, so I don't know that this is what I really want to share with you guys. Or that I should be sharing any of this at all. Some of these notebooks, too, are things that I like to pass around with my friends and have them write in it. Like, this isn't something that I wrote. This is something that one of my friends wrote when he was, I don't know, getting ready to leave or something. I know that this purple notebook has some special stuff in it. Even though it was written in 1998. This is actually some of the stuff that I'm prouder of than most. Not really sure why. Maybe if I could find one of the poems that I'm looking for. It would be... I like this page. Fuck, life sucks, Typical 16 or... was it 16 or 17-year-old? Okay, this one. June 21st, 1999. The soft petals lay scattered to the ground, bruising under footsteps, because you do not notice what's under your feet. I do not wish to be lost and lonely, the weight of your compassionless soul crushing my hope. So tender and fragile, yet another petal, forgotten under footsteps of those too good to stop and ask if I need help getting up. A dozen roses, now dried and dead, still sit in my green vase, long decayed from your absence. Only I no longer wither now that you are gone. I simply wait to bloom under the love of another. I'm very metaphorical in my writing, so obviously I'm the petal. Just in case you didn't pick up on that, I'm sure you did. This is called Old Diary. 7/9/99. I guess no one remembers the power of your pages, for now they are tattered and torn. And some don't even notice the journal that is only half intact, with pages full of wishes and dreams scattered on the street. The lavender cover, was referring to this, now brown, caked with dirt, as is the future of the girl who allowed her hope to rip in half, just like the pages of her old diary. That never really happened, but it was happening in my mind, metaphorically. So, yeah. Again, I know it's 2012, so let me read you something a little more recent and see if you dig that at all. These are all, yeah, the breakup diaries. Yeah, that was one of my great ideas that I never followed through on. It was after I had dated someone for a very long time, and I decided that I was going to write a comical sort of story about it, and then I didn't follow through because I'm super good at great ideas and never following through on them. Hold on 1 second. Okay, let's see here. Okay, this is recent, very recent. It was sent to somebody, he knows who he is, and I guess you'll be able to figure out by the poem that he is not, he's not here. The Ocean of Us, 11/29/11. The sea and the shore have been dancing back and forth for eternity, much like you and I. You are on another coast, calling to me, asking me to listen, blanketing me with sweet fantasies before I fall asleep. You are not here. You are the rising crest of ocean, always thundering through me, then pulling back to some place I will never know. I am the shore, ever changing in where I end and you begin, but never leaving. Awestruck in front of your magnificent glory, you crash upon me like sunlight after a storm. You are always retreating, my dear, and I cannot chase you. You move my coastline every time your waves tumble to my shore. As I am everywhere and nowhere, I do not change your path. I am the reliable omnipresence that watches everyone I know roll out into the great unknown. You're always seeking larger seas. And I remain the constant. We are what we are. So we waltz under the moonlight of the same sky often, yet remain doomed to break apart. Back and forth, we sway rhythmically in and out of each other. Sorry, my dog's barking. My roommate just got home. I'm almost done. If I were a better dancer, I would follow you without fear. Shh, Ari! You say goodbye as soon as you arrive each time. The sea smiles at me from places I cannot go, and I stand waiting for it to be tamed. Okay, well, I guess I'll go ahead and end this because my dog is barking, and it's annoying, and I can't concentrate as well as the other dogs upstairs and my roommate's home. So I guess I will post this and see if anyone in the entire world watches it. Bye.